As promised, welcome back, Doom Tubers. Let's talk about Dust and Elysian Tale. This is literally like 30 seconds after I recorded my last video. I'm talking about all those other games. So I didn't really give myself any time to prepare myself for what was going to spew from my mouth. But what I will start off this video saying is download this game. Um, I thought that it was an exclusive for the Xbox 360, Xbox Live Arcade, but I found out just yesterday. Actually, I believe I think it's really recently. It just happened. I think the game is either out or getting ready to come out for Steam. So that's great. For everybody who doesn't have an Xbox 360 or whatever, for whatever reason they can't get it on the Xbox Live Arcade, it's available on Steam. So seriously, go check out this game. So awesome. Dust and Elysian Tale. Dust is the name of the main character, who I will not provide any spoilers about him or his story, anything like that, because it's so awesome to watch this unfold. But what I am going to talk about is just some things that I enjoyed about this game, and we'll start off with the gameplay. You start off, you're this person. You wake up in this field. I don't say person. You're like some kind of an animal. Um, all the characters in this game are animals, which is cool. They can talk. And you're woken by this. Your name is Dust. You're woken by. I can't remember exactly how you're awoken, because it's been a while since I started the game. But the first character you meet is actually a talking sword named the Sword of Arin. I think is how it's. Gosh, I don't know why I can't remember this stuff. Sword of Arin, and it's a really cool looking blade. Um, it's just awesome, and you start off with just your basic hack and slash. You swing your sword, and you've also, I don't know if it's something you get right away or if it's something you require shortly after the beginning of the game, but it's a cool mechanic called Dust Storm. Basically, you hold down the Y button and you like spin the sword above your head, and it just creates this big like whirlwind, sword where you're hitting the enemy several times. But you can't hold it down for too long because it like will hurt you. Like if you hold it down for too long, like you'll see your body start to glow red, and then it's time to stop using the Dust Storm. Also, shortly after you start the game, you meet your companion, who is a Nimbat named Fidget. Fidget, the voice is kind of annoying. She really grows on you, though. She's a really fantastic character. She was sent by someone to watch over Dust in his quest to do whatever it is he's going to do. And she is a mage, I guess you could say. She has magical abilities, that are magical projectiles. Basically, you start out with just these like energy balls, and then she gains a couple of more different kinds of projectiles as you progress. And what's cool about those is like the projectiles themselves, especially in the beginning before you kind of leveled up a little bit, provide almost no damage whatsoever. Just by themselves, just almost nothing. But you combine her magic projectiles with Dust's Dust Storm attack, and it is just brutal. Like it's fantastic. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to use her magic and then do the Dust Storm, and then for the energy balls, you just see like them just like multiply and just swarm and just destroy whatever it is that you're attacking. And then a couple later on, she gets another projectile with like fireballs, and then when you use the Dust Storm, it like brings down this huge like pillar of fire, just and just decimates. And then the last one is actually the best one. You actually get it later on in the game, and it's like a lightning, an elemental lightning spell, and it's the same deal. She casts it, then you do the Dust Storm, and then it just like spreads out. And it also like focuses on the enemies too. So like it finds them, it seeks them. So that's cool. So you don't actually have to do anything. You just hit the spell, and hit the B button. For me, on the 360, it was the B button, and then Y for the the dust storm, and it would just focus, just totally just awesome. It's got some RPG elements in the game, in that you level up. You know, you get experience for every enemy you beat. It's a hack and slash, real time. You know, every enemy you beat, you get experience, and then after you get, fill up the experience gauge, you get you gain a level, and you get a skill gem. And there's like four different things you can use the skill gems on. There's your maximum health, your attack, your defense, and then fidget. Fidget, obviously, it just makes her attacks more powerful because she doesn't have a health gauge separate from yours. She's tied to your health gauge. So if you die, she dies, but she won't die. She won't die and you live. That sort of thing. Her health is directly tied to yours. So when you level her up, it just levels up her magic intensity, which is awesome. I didn't spend as much time focusing on her at first, but after a while I realized, like, especially with certain enemies, because there's some enemies that fly, and the only way to get to them is with her projectiles, because you can't get there. There's like one wizard, like some sort of like wizard mage enemy kind of midway through the game that you actually physically cannot strike. Like, you jump up to strike it because it just kind of hovers. It's not really flying that high. You can jump and swing at it, but like as soon as you would do it, it would like transport to the other side of you. So you couldn't strike it with your sword. So that sucked. Once you get the hang of it, though, like with Fidget, it's awesome. It's easy. You just kind of stay back and use her attacks, and then you hack and slash against the enemies that are on the ground. Then back up a little bit, and because you do have to give it a rest, because you have a magic gauge, but it just refills as you walk, and it refills really fast too. Like it doesn't take very long to refill. The magic is your magic gauge is also tied to your, like, you've got like a boosted dash. It's like left and right triggers. You just hit the dash button. You take several steps like instantly. But it's tied to the same magic that Fidget uses. So it comes in handy in like boss battles, because you'll be able to just hit that boost, step out of the way real quick, and back up. But then you got to be careful too, because it's tied to her magic. So if you deplete that, it does regenerate really fast, but not instantly. So you have to wait a few seconds. So you do that boost, and you have to kind of hope that the enemy stays where they are for a couple seconds, so you have a chance to kind of boost your energy back up. This only became problematic for me in the very last battle, the very last boss, which is kind of frustrating. But I was high enough level that I didn't have. It was a challenge, yes, still a challenge. I had to do it like 4 or 5 times. But once I got the hang of what I was doing, it wasn't so much a pattern as it was just knowing how to stay back and kind of evade the boss, and then use the Fidget's magic, to kick ass while I was back here. But fantastic fighting. I absolutely loved it. It was the game is very Metroidvania. I've heard other people describe it as that, and I guess that's right. I'm not really familiar with Metroidvania per se, and my assumption is it's just referring to the platforming and the exploring that you have to do. You gain new abilities throughout the game. There's the one that pops right into my head is there's like a slide move, like where you have to like slide underneath the stuff, which is cool because there's like little tunnels around you. You see them that you can actually slide through to the other side, and there's treasure chests and stuff over there. There's also a double jump, which comes in handy a lot. Sadly, it was a later game ability. I kind of wanted that earlier on. I love double jump. That makes things so much easier. let's see, other abilities. It's all of the ones that really, really just, pertain to, that you can kind of understand without referencing, certain things in the game. Um, see what else we're talking. Animation, I absolutely love the animation. The graphics were great, very cartoony, but very awesome. Uh, Music was good. The voice acting was phenomenal, actually. Like I said, Fidget's voice kind of bothered me at first because it's kind of annoying, but really charming. And after a while, and you grow to kind of really feel Fidget, and feel for her, and I don't know, it just is a really really great story that I don't even want to talk about it at all. Not even like a opening premise of the story, just because, uh, yeah, it's such a good story. It's worth experiencing on your own. Arin, even though he's kind of a sword, not kind of, he is a sword. Is one of the main characters, and between him and Fidget, Dust struggles with himself a lot throughout this game, and you learn why. But between Arin and Fidget, they really just keep him, both feet on the ground, firmly planted in what he's doing, and so for that, it's just awesome. Like, it's just a really good story, and I think this is an indie game. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who developed it or anything like that. All that technical mumbo jumbo. I just know that it was recommended to me by Dustin a long time ago. I think right around Christmas time last year, and I downloaded it, and I liked it a lot at first, but I kind of got stuck in one part, and then I just, got a wild hair and decided to start it up, a couple weeks ago, and I started playing it a little bit, and then I just put like 5 or 6 hours into it last weekend, and then I just beat it last night. So, yeah, fantastic game. I really don't know what else to say about it without ruining details that I don't want to ruin for you. So, get this game. I don't know how much it costs, actually, because I think when I got it, it was 1,200 Microsoft points, which is, I don't know how much money. I don't know why. It's, for me, it's impossible to tell you how much money Microsoft points are. I have no idea. I think $20 is 1,600 points, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't know how they get this number. How does $20 equal 1,600 points? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I want to say it's like 1,200 Microsoft points, and then if it's on Steam, which I believe it is, or is going to be very soon. I have no idea how much it's going to cost, but I'm gonna say it's less than $20. But I don't know. But even if it was $20, $25, probably still worth it because it's pretty awesome. It's about I think you could probably beat this game in less than 10 hours. I put about roughly 11. I think it was like 10:45 or something like that. And I didn't rush through it, but I didn't do a lot of exploring. I pretty much just stuck with the main path because there are tons of side quests that you can do, and actually there's lots of achievement points for doing side quests, and I believe that there's like battle arenas and stuff like that. I think there's several that are kind of like hidden in the game, and you can go to these arenas, and if you win, I don't know what it does for you in game, but there's achievement points for getting high ranks and stuff like that. Which is cool, for some added content to add, fill out some more hours of this game so you can experience the battle system and stuff more. And like I said, tons of side quests and lots of items to find, lots and lots of armor to equip, and rings, like accessories that boost stats and stuff like that, and boost defense, boost offense. There was also one that had several that had a regain ability, which was awesome. I think when all was total, there's like a medallion that you can wear and a ring on each finger, and I think all three of my items had a regain ability, and I was getting like 25 health points like every couple of seconds. Like it would just go bloop, bloop. It would just re-up 25 points if I was low on health. Save the save spots. There's like these little look like little teleport pads that are the save spots, and each one of those would refill your health. If you were below half, it would fill it up to half, and it would automatically save. You didn't actually have to do anything; it would just save. If you walk over it, it would just save. So that was cool. But you could also save. Also, if you didn't trust the auto save or whatever, you could also save it if you wanted to manually. But that was cool, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it's your action hack and slash platformer with RPG elements. Lots and lots of descriptive genres there for you. Really, really fun game. I do recommend this to anyone who's a fan of any of those genres that I just named to check this out on XBLA or Steam. Thanks for watching. Doomwaves out.